which is why it's called Barrett Street, was the superintendent of the railroad, advertised for men to cut trees for the railroad right-of-way in 1868 to Gordon's Mill in St. Cloud. Wow. St. Cloud was known as Gordon's Mill. The town was named Gordon's Mill.
Just say out loud what you're reading there.
This is a St. Cloud history text-only PDF.
The town of St. Cloud has that
Yeah.
website.
Yeah.
So was that Puddleford then?
Yeah, that was Puddleford.
What's that?
That's the corner.
Calvary Station is Puddleford.
That was just the name for it?
The name of the town. That's what my brother named his
Puddleford?
Puddleford. My brother named he's into model railroads. He named his patio Puddleford Patio Radio? Railroad.
Yeah, Garden
Puddleford.
and Railroad.
So you guys all called it Puddleford.
That's what we always, I never knew it as
We never
Calvary
called it.
Yeah,
Station.
you could go down there if you went to the basketball games. You could go there and buy candy bars and soda and chips.
Where the brothers' school is, that was a bar and a general store. When we were kids, my dad would go to the bar and Mom and I would go into the general store. You could buy clothing there, you could buy whatever. It was Bose. B-O-W,
The Bose family
The Bose,
was big
yep, big.
in Mount Calvary.
Very
in Calvary
big.
Station.
Yes. Yes.
And in whatever way related to the railroad. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I know I used to go with Dad when I was a kid down to Calvary Station. He would have things shipped in by train that we could go down there and pick it up. So I remember that part, going in there because Jim Gangler was in there and he would do the Morse code.
Did your dad start the plumbing business?
Yes. I think he went in after Finton Schaup had owned the place, and it used to be a carriage place. The two buildings were connected, the plumbing and heating place, and it used to be a Wagner grocery store. They were connected, and they used to sell carriages in there.
Didn't they sell saddles too? Wasn't there a horse? Because I remember seeing pictures.
Horse-drawn
back then.
It was carriages that they would make there, and then
So that was before your dad
yes,
bought the building.
right. And my dad bought it from Finton Schaup, and Finton ended up going out to Montana and lived in the Capuchin Mission out there.
At St. Labre's.
At St.
And we saw
Labre's.
pictures of that when we were just out there.
We were just out to Montana this summer, yes.
Okay. And then your grandpa was Jacob.
Yes, and he had the grocery store where Howe's were. And that's how Laura got into the business. She had Grandpa live with her, and it transformed into Howe's. It was Howe's Grocery was really the building, the house. They had the grocery store in the house when we were kids. Then they bought the other building and moved it over into the building.
Which was
where
what?
Weber's.
Which became Weber's Market at some point.
Yes. Well, even like it used to be Herberti's Tavern, which is now where the bank is.
Oh, really? There was a tavern there?
There was a tavern on the corner, and we would have band practice in the side room there.
So like across from Albert's Meat Market?
Yes. Okay. Right across the road was a tavern. Upstairs were apartments, and Milton Herberti lived there with his wife Marge. They didn't live there. They lived where Bob Johnson lives right now, on the back street. But she taught piano lessons. That's where we all went for piano lessons, my brothers and I.
Huberty's.
Really little.
Well, that's like Bittner's Bar. Bittner's Bar was next door to Grandpa's shop. And
it was also a paint store.
Correct.
It was a paint store. I'm telling about the sheep.
Yeah. I had gone over there. I vaguely remember it. It must have been early 8s, 9s, something like that.
You were at Mom and Dad's.
Yeah, we always went over by Grandma and Grandpa, and when we were there, they always took us over to Bittner's, and they had the nativity set up. And apparently I said something like, we are so poor that we only have one sheep.
And the nativity?
In the nativity set, because they had a beautiful wood nativity set, and
in the window,
and the sheep and the shepherds and all that stuff. We had one sheep, but they were the ones that were always open, you know, like Christmas morning, but they wouldn't stay open all day.
Or late at night.
Yeah.
you know, it would catch, it was where you could go and catch up with someone that was the same generation. You know, you just went for a quick beverage. It wasn't something that you'd go sit at all day long. You'd go get the news.
For the day.
You know, to find out what happened last night or where somebody was, or, you know, it was the local gathering spot.